Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. So, friends, we have Abhishek here. He's one of our Online Study for You classroom student. So, here he have called placed in multiple companies. So, in this video, he will be sharing his complete experience regarding the Capgemini as a senior analyst. So, Abhishek, welcome.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Abhishek. So, we would like to hear from you itself. What is the details regarding the opening that you have gotten, like senior analyst. And before that, a sweet introduction about yourself, please.
Okay, so I am Abhishek Kumar. I am from Nevada, Bihar. Currently, I'm pursuing B in computer science engineering, and I cracked senior analyst in Capgemini. So, starting about my journey in Capgemini. So, Capgemini come in our campus on 10th of August, and after that, I filled the form for analyst first.
Mhm.
So I filled the form for analyst on 10th of the August, and my examination was on 23rd of the August. So talking about the examination, it was basically a written test where there were 4 rounds. In 4 rounds, there were 3 eliminating rounds, starting from the pseudocode round. So in pseudocode round, there were basically 25 questions, and we have to solve that 25 question in 30 minutes. So if I talk about the topics that come in the pseudocode round, so it is basically you have you have to have in-depth knowledge of bitwise operator, after that data structure and algorithms, and sorting algorithms, time complexities there, hashing, backtracking, and there is multiple data structure topic I can say. So you have to be precise with this topic I can say. And for the pseudocon round specifically, I prepare for 15 days to crack that round because it was like it because Capgemini's interview pattern is little bit different from all other MNCs. So I prepare specifically for that round, and after that, and the pseudocode round is eliminating round, I can say. And after that, there is English round, and most of the students take this round very lightly. That okay, we will crack the English round, but don't take it lightly. You have to you have to take this exam also seriously. So after English round there were 30 question, and we have to complete that 30 question in 30 minutes. And the topic that were in English round were like comprehension and active passive voice, sano, ento. So these are the topic that are already available on your channel, I can say. I took reference from your side. And after that, there was third round, that is basically game round, game based aptitude. There were 4 to 5 games that each game have 7 to 8 minutes, where you have to reach to a certain level. Like in my case, I reached to 7 to 8 level in every game. So you have to reach at least 5 level to confirm your selection in Capgemini. And after that, there is a psychometric test, that is even the gaming round is non-eliminating. Gaming round is eliminating, sorry. And after that, there is psychometric test that consists of 100 question, and that is non-eliminating. But this round is basically to check your personality and your behavior, how you are a person, your nature. So these are the 4 rounds that are in the written test.
Okay. So you got completed to all of this. So, like directly you got into senior analyst post, or you applied for one role and based on the performance, you got
No, no,
elevated to senior.
I will say that. Yes, yes. Based on my performance, like even I attend the interview for the analyst. Like after 1 month on 23rd of the September, I attend the interview for the analyst role only. There were 2 person, one HR and one technical person. They took my interview, and interview was very fine. Like the technical person discussed the project and my internship that I am having. So I discussed on the basis of my internship and project, they selected me. And there were some basic HR question that they asked me. So that was my like analyst interview. So after giving my analyst interview, after 1.5 month, on 16th of November, I get a email from Capgemini that on the basis of your performance, we are considering you to upgrade your profile, and you have to attend a coding test round.
Mhm.
So I attended the coding test round. There were 3 questions in the coding test, and to qualify for the interview, to at least you have to do all 3 questions. At least the third one should have one, like you can satisfy one test case, but you should attend all 3 questions. Like if you don't attend all 3 questions, you are not going to be selected for the interview. So after that, I selected for the interview, and my interview was on 23rd of the November. So if I talk about the interview, there was only one person in the interview. So basically, first, like as usual, the first question was like introduce yourself. And for me, I to like introduce myself in a, like you can say, in a way that I want to discuss my project to the interviewer. So I introduce myself in that way that I end on the note that the interviewer will ask the next question related to my project.
Mhm.
So if you want that your interview should go in your way, so you can use this type of tricks also. Like there are two ways to give the interview. Like one is the interview is taking your interviewer, the interviewer is taking your interview, and the second one is how you want to give the interview. So you should choose this thing accordingly. So first, the first question was introduce yourself, and after that she asked me like give the brief discussion of your project. So I explain all these thing, and after that she suddenly jump into Python, like some basic Python question, like what is the difference between tuple and list, and after that how many data type in Python. And after that is she told me to explain the oops concept. So I explained every pillar of the oops, starting from polymorphism, inheritance, encapsulation, data hiding, and abstraction. So I explained this part, and apart from that she asked me basic HTML question, because in my project HTML was required. So she asked me what is HTML, what is the like what is the requirement of the HTML, and after that these are the like basic HTML question she asked. And apart from that she asked little bit about cloud also, like you should have knowledge of trending technology also, I can say. In most of the interview these days, they are asking about one of the trending technology like cloud, AWS is there, and after that big data, blockchain. So you should have at least basic knowledge of this thing. I am not saying in-depth knowledge, but at least like uh, basic knowledge you should have of this technology, because they are going to ask. So this is my experience in Capgemini.
Okay, so it's everything was pretty detailed, like the online assessment and the interview part, all the questions, everything. So I have one question for you. That is, since the Capgemini is very different in every sense, if it is coming to interview or about the online assessment, how was your preparation strategy? You just started when you are like preparing when you applied for that, or before itself you started preparing, and from where all you collected the notes? And so if you could share that, then many of them will have a plan on how to start their preparation. So how was that for you?
Okay, so when the company come in my campus, the exam gap was around 15 days. So I think that 15 days were enough to prepare for the pseudocode round. So I give my personal 10 to 15 days for only pseudocode round, because I know that it is little bit different from programming.
Mhm.
So and many student have not aware about what is pseudocode is code is all about. They only think that we have to give the output, tick the output. This is not the thing. We have to like read the every single line, and we have to we have to manipulate accordingly. So I can say for the pseudocode round, I took the reference from various YouTube channel, and even from online study for you. I took the reference, and after that there were many teachers that were on the online site like YouTube. They are having the playlist of the Capgemini pseudocode round. So I took the reference for the pseudocode from the YouTube itself, and even for the English round also. And for the gaming round, I saw many video for the gaming round also. And there were some game that were I download on my phone specifically for the gaming round, so that I will perform well in the gaming round. And talking about the technical part, I prepare my technical part from like Java T point is there. That is a very good site to prepare your technical section. And apart from that, interview bit is there. There are various interview question, and even you can prepare from that also. But I want to share a mantra, I can say, or a strategy that a student can follow. Like to crack any interview, you should have a good project. And if you should have a good project, then you can easily crack the interview, and the interviewer will not ask many questions. Because if you explain your project, they will come to know that yes, you have the in-depth knowledge of the concept that you applied in your project. So you should have good project, and you should have a command in one of the programming language like Java, C++, and Python. And if I come to specific, like you should have the knowledge of Java or Python. Like they have even oops concept is the most important part for the technical interview, because in the most of the candidate they ask oops concept. And apart from that, you should have basic knowledge of DBMS, SQL, networking, and operating system. I am not saying that you should have in-depth knowledge, but at least basic knowledge of this thing, because they may ask this section also. In most of the case they are not asking, but they can ask this from this topic also, like from DBMS and networking. So you should not give any opportunity to the interviewer to you should not give any opportunity to the interviewer to not select you. So that is it.
Yeah. What you said is perfectly fine, and actually, it's a great truth. For the freshers, obviously, what all things that you have mentioned in your resume, that's the thing which need to be considered, because that's a kind of showing up who you are. So you are showing up who you are to the interviewer through resume. So if you have included something in the resume, make sure that you have a perfect idea on the same. And like, to make the resume rich, to grab all kind of opportunities, that most of them will include so much of programming languages which they have heard, like
Yes.
C, C++, Java, Python, then what not, what all things that they have heard throughout the life, they'll add that. But
Like
if they are some fundamental,
don't
no answer for that.
don't make your resume fancy, I can say. Make your resume simple, so that readability of the resume is easy. Interviewer can understand your resume easily. So make it simple. Put one programming language. Apart from that, you can put DBMS. For in my case, I put software engineering also, because it was my strong domain, and it looked different from others. So these are, don't make your resume fancy, and don't put false thing in your resume, because your interview is totally based on your resume only. And if you are not able to answer those questions which are in your resume, then it will give bad impact on the interviewer.
That's true. So everyone, just now itself make alterations to your resume. If you have added something random, anything random, just leave it. Okay, it's completely fine to have a limited things, but if you have a perfect picture on that, then the interviewer will be pretty happy with that. But you just added so much thing that will create obviously a negative impact on you. Okay, and now coming to the project two. Once again, if you are a student who is watching this before selecting your project, do select your project according to the domain that you are trying to get into a job, because maybe normal projects is considered over many companies, it's fine. But if you look at some things, and if you could bring out something very really good, then you have a higher chance of getting into different companies, which is really great in around the world. Okay, so things that you should keep in mind is the resume, then your project, and how strong are you at your fundamentals in the sense fundamentals, C++, DBMS, oops, that's all the fundamentals. So if you're strong in that, then you have a lot of opportunities around. Okay, so Abhishek, all the things that you have mentioned about the online assessment interview is pretty much clear. So after online assessment, after interview, when do you got to know that you have been got selected, and how much days it took to for the reversal back?
like in for the profile of analyst, it took around 2 months. My examination was on 23rd of the August, and I got my result on around 28th of the August for the analyst profile. But
Mhm.
after that, when I upgraded to the senior analyst, within 15 days I got LOI, letter of intent, where it is mentioned that you are selected for the senior analyst profile. And that's my journey. Like it took around 4 months, but it is fruitful.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. So that is the reason is many of the students have this complaint after we did the interview and they had never called me back. So is there is any way, is there is any reason to keep on hope? Will they call us? So everything. So if you really find that you did your interview pretty good, then you can just wait. Maybe there will be some revertal back. And also one more important thing, if you get one job, don't be subside or don't be contented on that. You just try applying for multiple openings because better than this will be there on your way, so you will have immense things to compare and select what you actually required. Okay, so that's about it. So we completed a whole of a journey to Capgemini as a senior analyst right now. So do you have any, you have really suggested so much suggestions for the preparation and everything, but still do you have anything else to suggest, especially for those who are trying to get into Capgemini, who would like to get upgrading their profile as a senior analyst?
Okay, so for the senior analyst profile, I can say you should prepare well for the examination and give your examination and perform very well in the examination. And after that, if you perform very well in the interview round and impress the interviewer, they will surely upgrade you for the profile of the senior analyst. And
Mhm.
I will share one more thing, and one more fact is that if you don't know answer of any question that were asked by the interviewer, accept it.
Mhm.
Don't make things like, yeah, I know I was not able to recall. Just accept it. Okay, ma'am, I was not aware about that. Because the interviewer is not checking that how many question you have not answered. They are looking that how many question you have answered and in what way you are answering this question. They basically check your confidence, how you answering the question. So don't panic if you don't answer any question. Just left and go jump to the next question.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. That's important as well. So, guys, who are watching this video before your online assessment or before the interview, I think you got a pretty good idea of how the process is happening, the selection process is happening in Capgemini. So, if you have any of the further doubts, you can drop in the comment section. We'll try to bring the content on related to that. So, Abhishek, once again, thanks for coming here and congratulations. Let you have a great career growth. So this is going to help a lot of students actually for their selection, I mean their preparation process.
Thank you so much, and I wished all the best to the student who want to be a part of the Capgemini and who are going to have a test as well as interview in the Capgemini. They can took reference from this video, and they will definitely going to crack the interview. All the best for them.
Yeah, sure. So friends, if you have any further doubts, as I mentioned, so we'll meet in the comment section, and all the best for everyone. So until I come up again, everybody stay safe, stay happy, and stay tuned to online study for you.